or I have refused to wear a thong on set, or I have refused to leave my titties out. Hi, you're so much welcome to my channel. I'm so thrilled to have you here today. And before I say anything, I just want to say thank you so much for 500 subscribers, and that means the whole world to me. If you're new to this channel, my name is Akech Winnie. I create content on fashion and lifestyle. I help you fashion up, better your lifestyle, and be your own fashion model. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please be sure to subscribe and also tap the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I post a video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the cons of being a fashion model, the disadvantages of being a fashion model, the cons in this fashion industry that models rarely talk about. Always see other glitz and the glamour, but we never see behind the scenes what actually happens. And make sure you're hydrated for this one, because it's gonna be hot. Yeah. How do the rejections come about? So as models, before you get booked for a job, you need to go for a casting, or you can call them auditions. So in these castings, you go meet like fashion casting directors, agents, bookers, or even clients themselves. And there they will cast a variety of models, and they will choose the models that they would like to work with. We go for these auditions not only once in a year, we go for these auditions every single day. When I had just hopped on the train of fashion modeling, rejections treated me really badly, because it puts you in a position where you start to question who you are, you start to question how you look like. Am I good enough? Am I beautiful enough? But as time moved on, I understood like it's part of the fashion industry, and all we can do as models is to give in our very best when you go for the auditions and let the designers decide. But I have reached a point in my modeling career whereby I don't let these rejections weigh me down again, where I don't let these rejections make me question why God created me like this. No, not anymore. If I don't get a job, if I get 100 rejections in a month and book no job in a month, it is fine. Whichever way, God will keep me going, God will keep me surviving, God will keep me happy, and God will not let me go hungry. So as I wait for the next job, I have to always find ways of uplifting myself. Maybe with a coming time and in future, clients just get to like confirm models like beforehand, without having models go to casting places and be rejected and come back home, you know. Like just confirm the model straight on from the agency. I would like to work with Akech Winnie, period. Rejections are something that an upcoming model, if you're watching this, or even if you're already a model, or even just you're watching this for fun, thank you. They happen every single where, like in the modeling industry, in the teaching industry. You go for a job interview, you don't get it. But the point is, are you gonna let these rejections describe who you are to the extent that you hate yourself and lose yourself? So it's always best to find a way to be repellent when it comes to rejections. Be an antidote of rejections. If you don't get this job, you'll get another job. But yeah, rejections are real in this fashion industry. They can cause depression, they can cause mental breakdown, they can cause anxiety, they can cause all sorts of stuff. But you need to know where you stand as a person, who you are for, where you came from, where you are going. Let's go to the next con. The next dark side of modeling is loneliness. Because as models, you get to travel to different fashion capitals to meet different clients, because sometimes, let's say New York City may be slow and you're not booking any jobs, and you're like, no, how about I go try Spain, or how about I go try Milan, or how about I go try Paris. And in all these cities, you're going to meet new people, some of which may be friendly, some of which may not be friendly. You just have to find a way of knowing that you got yourself, you got God, you got your bags and your Comcats, and go get the money. When the time comes, you go back home and reunite with your family. It's really hard to cope up, or let's say the first models you meet are very unfriendly or very segregative, because trust me, They are models who may want to only associate with models of the same agency. They are models who only want to associate with fellow models who are booking the big jobs, the big campaigns, or even they are models who don't give a damn. They're here to make the money, not here for friendships. So loneliness is prone to happen, but on my side, I really don't mind being alone, to be honest. Like, I can thrive in any kind of environment. Let's go to the third dark side of modeling. This is very hard a point, and it's gonna be deep. And I hope whoever is watching it doesn't take it personal, because I'm speaking this from my own point of view. The next is when it comes to beliefs and customs and values as a model. If maybe you don't agree with me, it is okay. I'm just talking from my point of view as a model, where I come from, where I am heading, and the values, the customs, the beliefs, the personalities, the characters definitely clash to some extent when it comes to being a fashion model. And I've had instances where I have refused to do some things. Let's say I've refused to wear lingerie, or I have refused to wear a thong on set, or I have refused to leave my titties out. You get people questioning you for saying no, and they're like, you are a model. Or some even go ahead and saying that, oh, you are hard to work with. So as a Christian model and from an African society, it's an area that I've struggled a lot with in the fashion industry, and I respect people who are okay with doing that, and I don't blame you, or I don't judge you, or I don't criticize you. My point is, it's very humane when we as people respect one another's values. Don't question someone for their beliefs. Don't question someone for saying no to what doesn't sit right with them. We all deserve to be treated with respect. We are not called to be like everyone else. We are all unique in different ways. There are things we are called to do, and it's best we stick to them and do the best that we can, and leave the rest for whoever comes after us. That was so intense. I told you guys, I warned you guys. This is the last one. I'll be talking about the pros. I'll save the best for the last. So just be sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so that you are notified when I post. Okay? The next one is payments. I have only this one. I'm joking. I have a lot. Okay. So when it comes to payment, the official rule is that models get their payments in a time frame of 90 days. So that's about 3 months. So let us say you did a job on the 28th of January, meaning you'll expect the payment around April or so on the 28th. They are clients that pay models on time. You find that there are clients who actually pay immediately. The greatest percentage, they'll always pay after 3 months, and there's also those that don't pay even in a year's time. And this happens a lot, and it has happened to me as a fashion model. I wouldn't be saying all these things if I haven't experienced them as a fashion model. I have been in situations where I have had clients who have taken a year without remitting my payments to the agency, and I've had situations where a client has paid the money within a week, and I've had clients where up to now, like let's say since 2019, I'm still waiting for my payments and they haven't. So at the end of the day, this kind of drains a fashion model. So that's a con in the fashion industry, and I also pray and believe that time comes where models are paid at most in a month's time. No worker wants to work and show up and be there, and at the end of the day you have to like beg for your payments, you have to beg for your reward, you have to beg to be paid. It's not a good experience any human would want to go through. It's a con in the fashion industry that I pray with time changes will be made, and I hope that maybe this video reaches to the people at the driving seat. For every single model, before you sign in with an agency, make sure you know their payment scheme, make sure you relate with the bookers, talk to them, ask them how long do clients pay the agency for the work that the model does, because some clients can be very manipulative when it comes to other agencies. They pay models from other agencies on time while they delay to pay models from other agencies. So it's very important for you to know the agencies you're working with to avoid these fights, you know. Yeah, so at the end of the day, it's very important to also speak up when you feel like this is not going right. Try to speak up. I know sometimes they'll ridicule you for speaking your mind, for saying what is the truth, and they may think you're hard to work with, but for the fear of an agency leaving you, or for the fear of clients stopping to book you, then you're not doing right, because at the end of the day you're going to continue being sad and depressed, and which will even result to you getting sick. You understand? It's always good for us to address the things that disturb us, so that we can create a lighter path, that we can create a clearer path for us and enjoy what we are doing, you get? Because we are not here just to make the money, but we are here to have a good time. We don't want to leave the fashion industry with grieving hearts, with sad hearts, with depressed mindset. That is why, like, as much as we can, as much as I can as a person, I will try my level best to speak up for the things that need to be said in the most polite way possible, and I hope you understand me. So yeah, in the next video I'll be addressing the pros of the fashion industry, and I can't wait for that because there are also so many of it. Yeah, thanks so much for watching this video, and I'm so happy if you stayed on until the end. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and tap the notification bell so that you are notified in the next one. See you guys, and I love you so much. Don't forget, any point in life can mark the start of something new. Ciao.